And yet another franchise manages to piss itself while in mid-faceplant long before the release date. Who's excited for Birds of Prey? Well, after most of the stuff that's been coming out, I would say not many. It's really depressing to say, but I guess we should be used to this by now. Ewan McGregor, Birds of Prey is a feminist film with a real look at misogyny. Good lord, here we go again. Ewan McGregor plays Black Mask in the upcoming Birds of Prey film. A female-led team-up, it has obvious feminist themes, and McGregor plays up those attributes in a new interview. Why do we keep seeing this same crap over and over again? I think Obi-Wan has been drinking too much Disney Star Wars Kool-Aid. Who am I kidding? All these elitist Hollywood types are the same. Their only purpose these days seems to be to lecture to the rest of us. Entertainment is a relic of the past. Speaking with French site Premiere, he explained what attracted him to Birds of Prey and the role of Black Mask. Yet another film that will join the flaming dumpster fire that nobody in Hollywood seems to be willing to put out. In fact, they just keep dousing it with gasoline. McGregor stated first, it was the idea of Birds as a feminist film that looks at misogyny. Oh, for the love of God. What interested me with Birds of Prey is that it's a feminist film. What a pathetic man you've become, Obi-Wan. It's very finely written. Oh, I'm sure it is. There is, in the script, a real look on misogyny. And let the lecturing begin. He continues and expresses the belief that a light needs to be shed on societal misogyny and how men treat women, adding that needs to change. I would argue that some things need to change, and I think we need that. We need to be more aware of how we behave with the opposite sex. We need to be taught to change. Jesus, man, are we about to hear a Me Too accusation leveled against you? Because that's what it seems like. McGregor then said there is a line between brutal, extreme misogyny, the kind employed by Black Mask as a crime lord in the underworld, and the subtle, everyday type of misogyny that happens without thinking, as in the case of perceived mansplaining. He says, as he proceeds to mansplain to all of us about toxic masculinity, misogynists in movies are often extreme. They rape, they beat women, and it is legitimate to represent people like that, because they exist, and they are obviously the worst. Thanks for making that clear, Captain Obvious. But in the Birds of Prey dialogues, there's always a hint of everyday misogyny. Well then, us men are sorry we ever existed. Of those things you say as a man, you do not even realize. Like how you're coming off like a fucking idiot here? Mansplaining. All it's in the script in a very subtle way. These people don't do anything subtly. I found that brilliant. Seek help! Brilliant or not, message aside, it could be McGregor is sensitive to the issue because of difficulties befalling his family. His daughter Clara claims she lived with the scars of sexual abuse and an abusive relationship for years. This behavior is inherently wrong and disgusting, but there's quite a difference between this and holding the door open for a woman or for the crime of explaining things to her. Over the years, Black Mask has taken pleasure in torturing his ex-fiancée Catwoman and Stephanie Brown. Spoiler, in Birds of Prey, he plans for young Cassandra Cain and those who get in his way. Harley Quinn, Black Canary, Renee Montoya, and the Huntress. The level of interest I have is below zero. Black Mask, as played by McGregor, will be violent and possibly gay and pedophilic or caught up in a plot with undertones to that effect. Good lord! We're not entirely sure, as it's unclear what reshoots may have altered. From the way it looks from this vantage point, I think this film is beyond saving. Uncertain at first, we know one thing that isn't getting left out is his trademark skull mask. Set photos indicate McGregor will cover his face with something. He's a man. He was probably ordered to keep himself covered at all times. Let's all stand back and have a good laugh as another upcoming film keeps shitting itself. And that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, and make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube is deleting subscribers, and also check this channel occasionally, as YouTube doesn't seem to be sending out many recommendations lately, or notifications. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. And as always, everyone, thank you for watching, and have a great day.